Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. So today I want to make a super quick video about my simulator setup and also want to have a comparison between what driving like in Assetto Corsa and versus drifting in the real life. And in general, it's been an awesome machine and actually super simple. So before I dive into this, I just want to say I actually prepared another video which will be on tomorrow. It's about the brand new Supra, the A90 Supra. That's right. You guys probably already heard it, already seen some footage online, especially the drifting in Tokyo right now. Daigo Kawabata, and Daigo has, unveiled his car as drifted in the Odaiba D1 GP shootout, and yet the whole world is watching that car. It is crazy, and I know there's controversial sort of opinions and different thing people thinks differently about that car, and I'll tell you what I think about that car tomorrow in that video. So I want to overlay a little bit more information, mainly just more footage from over the weekend and into that video. So I thought I'll just make a quick video today to show you guys my simulator setup, and I think for you guys that have seen my Assetto Corsa series, which is every Sunday, I really enjoy that series because I get to drive and drift in the simulator. It's super fun, and especially like drifting with your friends, that's super cool. And in the real life, people are going to track days together. That's what I found. If we are friends, we want to sort of drift together and we go to track day together, and people actually also bunch up and go to Ibisu and go overseas to drift together. Obviously, having these organized trips and these track days is great, but you can only do so many a year because it costs so much money. Especially you go overseas, probably half the cost is just travel costs, flight, accommodation, and yeah, it's just too much, right? You can't do that every day. But however, with the simulator, you can do that every day. Like if you want to do it every night after work, just jump online. There's plenty of people that probably would drift with you, and you'll meet more friends through Assetto Corsa, and hence you can decide what track you want to go on. And like we have our own Drift Academy server, which is great. Thank you, Sam, for maintaining the server, and he pretty much changed the tracks and cars, not really cars, but we change tracks a lot, of course, and just jump on the tracks that we all want to drive and have a home. So with this is limitless. You can drive every day. You can drive whenever you want, and there is no cost on the damages. There's no cost on anything like gas, transport. You can drive the track, whether it's in New Zealand, in Japan, in the States, in wherever. It's all inside Assetto Corsa, so it's so easy. But without further ado, I'll show you guys my setup. So first of all, the Assetto Corsa comes in obviously the PC, which is like computer based, but also it comes in consoles, which is like PlayStation, Xbox, and you can buy the DVD, like the disc, and play it. But from what I heard, like to be honest, I don't have much experience with Xbox or PlayStation. Definitely not with Assetto Corsa. I used to play a little bit of Gran Turismo on PlayStation, which is a great game. But with Assetto Corsa, I have sort of just set up in my computer, and prior to they release the console version, they was only available on PC. So that's why I had a PC before, and overall they performed well, but was a bit slow. So I changed the PC when we have this whole rig setup. So I'm gonna show you the setup right now. So right in front of me, obviously, is a steering wheel, and to my left is handbrake, and also handbrake over here and gear shifter over here. So I'm currently running Logitech G27 steering wheel combo. So they come with the like 6-speed shifter, and also with the pedals. So this is my computer right there, and I have a keyboard, and I have some headsets, and over here I had a set of gloves. So sometimes I quite like the gloves, but it's a bit hot in the summer. So with G27 console, I'll just move out of the way a little bit. I have a screen over here. We did make the mount. My mate helped me to make the mount for triple screen, but however I didn't end up running them, so I just have a single screen over there. The rig is pretty simple. It's pretty much just a non-brand rig, and we have modified multiple times, and we even put a bigger frame underneath it, sort of just strengthen the whole thing, because when you pull the handbrake, the whole rig sort of flexes before, and the whole height, and we've fabricate these monitor mounts as well, so everything is in one. The Logitech pretty much just clamps onto the table by just using the factory clamps. However, because the Logitech steering wheel wasn't very flash, so I have changed to a bigger size and deep dish from Vertex, and to be honest, this feels so much better than whatever it comes with, that super tiny wheel. It doesn't feel like doesn't feel real. And I bought these buttons. I'm actually not sure what they called. I think they from the States. And also what happens is, because the steering wheel is a lot bigger, the factory pedal shifters is only sort of finishing around here, and you cannot really reach it, but over here you can still reach this, and it feels pretty good. So this whole thing is fiberglass, I think. So now, even though with deep dish I can change gear, but ideally if I want to do racing with my friends from China, it is a little bit pain. If I can swap back to a flatter steering wheel with a pedal shift, it'll be faster. But however, sometimes we also drive a stick. So another thing to talk about is these pedals. So these pedals from Logitech is not the best. There's a bit of consumer side in the pedals is super soft, especially the brake pedals and also the clutch pedals. And so is the gas, because the gas before is literally just so soft. So look at this brake. So what I have done is I bought the heavy duty spring set to up all the rate of all three pedals, and then they're different rates. So with the pedal, obviously it's a lot softer than the brake, and before this is so easy. I can feel actually pretty good assistance. But look at the brake. I barely can push it with my hand. With the clutch, it's a little bit softer, but still pretty stiff. So yeah, so that's the whole thing. Over there, just a pretty generic seat, pretty average. And what I'm running is a Fanatec handbrake. So the Fanatec handbrake is pretty good, but however, I do found I tends to go through the handbrakes. I don't know why, but my friend Jin sort of played on my simulator and sort of destroyed my first handbrake, which if I pull it over here, you see when I pull it, it feels pretty good. But however, like if you release it over here, can you hear? It just bounces back, and then when it bounces back so hard, it has this shock into the handbrake body, and then I guess the electronics doesn't really like it. So they sort of killed the number one, and the number two, I'm not sure how it was killed, but number three is still going. So I'm already down to the third handbrake, and it's not even real car. So anyway, so this is the handbrake. It's been mounted vertically over here. I'll show you right there, and it's mounted on this vertical beam pretty much. So over in the screen, let me just minimize all this, and if we just click Steam and also this, so you guys notice this is the Assetto Corsa over here, but what we are running is called Content Manager. So basically what it does is you don't have to run the Assetto Corsa from your desktop anymore, and the Content Manager is gonna help you to run everything. So first thing you launch your Steam, and then you launch up your Content Manager, and where the online part, if you go to Kunos, you see all the servers coming out, and you can select them. And if we check the favorite ones, we have the Drift Cami server over there, and you be able to select a car and join. So basically to bypass the starting screen and loading everything unnecessary. So the Content Manager is very streamlined. It is very simple and runs super quick. So that's what I run through, and I guess everybody else is running through. And literally you just select car, jump online, and select a server. and you can also do exactly the same everything in this program compared to the old program, the normal Assetto Corsa. You can still practice race and offline, and you can adjust your steering wheel and everything. So it's pretty straightforward. So if you guys have any question regarding the setup, make sure you comment below. So in general, I think this simulator is definitely help with driving. I have met a lot of people who never drifted before and they have been racing with a setup like this. And to be honest, when they jump in the car, it feels 100% correct. And when I teach them how to drift, I feel like they already knew how to drift to start with. So they were very surprised either, because they never thought a real drift car felt like that. And so that's basically the beauty of simulator. So if you want to practice more drifting with your real car, I would say definitely go for it. But don't let that limit yourself. And you don't have to spend more money, more cost to learn more drifting. Basically, just have a setup like this, or even more simple, just have a steering wheel clamp onto your desk, and you'll be able to play just on your computer monitors. And all the practice is for free. Yes, you don't get the G-force. A lot of people does say that, but however, once you really get used to this Assetto Corsa, you don't really need those G-forces to be able to feel the physics of the car and the drift, and you just be able to have fun. So anyway, that's pretty quick video of today. Thank you guys for watching, and like and share and comment, and see you guys in the next one.